If you're running a WordPress site, it is crucial that you have the right plugins installed. Plugins can improve your SEO, speed up your site, keep your site secure, and help you make money online. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the best WordPress plugins to have installed for 2025 that's going to keep your site fast and efficient. These are all plugins that I have installed on my WordPress site, and I have had them installed for years. Plus, most of them are going to be free. And I'm going to make sure to list out all of the names of the plugins down below in the description. And if you want the link to any of those plugins so that you don't have to search for them, I'm going to be linking the blog post that I wrote on this topic as well, so that you can just click through all of the links and you don't have to go searching for them. So first off, if you are brand new to WordPress and you don't even know what a plugin is or how to get one, let's go through that first. So a plugin is essentially an app that you can install on your WordPress website that is either going to add functionality or make changes to your WordPress website. Now, I have the self-hosted version of WordPress, which is where all of these plugins are going to be available. I don't know if you can install plugins. I don't think you can on the free version of WordPress. So you need to have WordPress.org or the self-hosted version of WordPress to be able to access any of these plugins that I'm giving you. I also want to show you really quickly how to install and find these plugins in case you don't already know. So in the back end of WordPress, when you want to install a plugin, you need to go down here to plugins and add new plugin. And the first plugin that I recommend that you install is going to have Google Analytics functionality. Now, the one that I personally have is one called Monster Insights. So you would go up here to search plugin, and Monster Insights is right here. So as you can see, if I type in Google Analytics, you are going to get a ton of plugin options. A lot of plugins have the Google Analytics software available to them, and Google Analytics is obviously where you can find all the stats for your site. So I personally just have Monster Insights. You can get Sitekit by Google, but I hear this one slows down your site a lot, so that's why I don't have that one installed. I used to, and I got rid of it, and I installed Monster Insights instead. But one important thing to note about the Google Analytics plugin in general is, since a lot of plugins have that Google Analytics functionality, it's actually possible to accidentally have Google Analytics installed twice. So if you have two different plugins that have Google Analytics functionality, if you verify for both of them, that means the Google Analytics is installed twice, and your stats will actually be doubled because every view will be counted twice, since both plugins are doing the work. So you want to make sure that this does not happen. This actually happened to me, and it was devastating to watch my traffic be cut in half because I didn't realize every view was being counted twice. So I'm honestly not super good at explaining exactly how you can tell, because there are ways that you can tell in the back end of your Google Analytics if you have it installed twice. So I'm going to leave an article link down below in the description. It'll also be in the blog post as well to teach you how to look and make sure that you're not having it installed twice, because they're going to be way better at explaining it than me. But next up, we have Rank Math SEO. If you want your content to rank on Google, having a solid SEO strategy is going to be crucial. And Rank Math is my favorite SEO plugin for helping you get your stuff ranked on Google. Jumping in here for a minute while I'm editing this video, I realized that Rank Math actually has a Google Analytics option in it. So you might not need Monster Insights at all, which is good, because the amount of plugins that you have on your site, if you have the ability to reduce that, it's actually a good thing. So I opened up Rank Math here and realized that it says right here, easily set up Google Analytics without using another third-party plugin. So I'm going to see in real time if this actually works and I don't have to even have Monster Insights at all. So one of the things with Monster Insights is it gives you the option to see your stats directly in WordPress. So if you want Monster Insights, you can still have it. If you like using it and you like being able to see the stats right on your WordPress dashboard, I never do. I always go to Google Analytics to see my stats. So I'm not even sure that I need Monster Insights. So I'm going to go through all of this. Okay, install analytics code. Enable this option only if you're not using any other plugin or theme to install the Google Analytics code. So if I go to my dashboard here, I can show you this is Monster Insights right here. So if I just get rid of it completely, because I never even use it. Do I even need it? Deactivate for the moment. And then we can go back to Rank Math. I think that's what I needed to do. So if you use Monster Insights and you want to see it on the dashboard like that, you can use it. But this might be all that you actually need, which is great because I'm always willing to get rid of plugins that I don't actually need. Save changes. Okay, great. Love that. So there you go. You're welcome. If you want it, you can have it. If not, you can just use Rank Math, which is, I think, the next plugin we're going to talk about. So back to real time. Now, unfortunately, you still need to understand Google SEO strategies on your own. Rank Math is not going to help you decide if the keyword that you've chosen to rank for is a good keyword or not, but it does handle everything else, from a keyword checklist in every blog post, which I really like. It has Google Search Console integration. It has a 404 monitor for all of your broken links, and it allows you to redirect your links if you ever decide to change a blog post link, which is one of my favorite features because I'm constantly going through and updating old blog posts and fixing the links to them. So having a redirection so that they don't go to a 404 error is really great. Now, another plugin that I used to use in the past was Yoast SEO, but Rank Math is more advanced and it has more features in it, and it's just overall better in my opinion. So if you had to choose between the two, I would pick that one. And if you are using Yoast already, I would consider switching over to Rank Math because personally, I just think it's a better option. If you're building an email list or you are planning to start, Convertkit is where I recommend you start working on your email list. And this is one of the plugins that are paid for technically because you have to have Convertkit in order to get the plugin. Like, the plugin itself is obviously free, but you need Convertkit, the email software, in order to be able to access this plugin. So I've been using Convertkit as an email builder for years. I highly recommend it. They're honestly my favorite email service out there. I used MailChimp in the past and I switched over to Convertkit years ago and I've never looked back. So if you are a blogger looking to start an email list, which is something that I recommend that you do, Convertkit is what I would go with. And the plugin has great functionality to it. You can do full page landing page ads, which is what I use when I recommend a freebie in my YouTube. And then you also have mini opt-in forms that can go inside of your blog posts, at the end of blog posts, on your pages, or in the sidebar. They have a lot of different options for landing pages and mini opt-in forms, so you can really customize the whole experience, and they're really easy to use. I personally use Convertkit for selling products, automated email sequences, giving out all of my freebies, and more. There's a lot that you can do with Convertkit. So if you're interested in trying that out, I will leave the link down below. And this is one of the only paid plugins that you have, but it's because you obviously need Convertkit, which I will link down below if you want to get started with your email list. For those of you that are doing affiliate marketing, which I hope would be all of you because affiliate marketing is a great way to make an income, Pretty Links is a plugin that I recommend for you. This plugin will let you create neat and branded URLs versus the gross, raw, ugly URLs that you typically get from the affiliate companies. So to add a pretty link, all you have to do is go to add new pretty link. You add in the title. So since I just recommended Convertkit, let's say I'm adding up the target URL. So your actual affiliate link that you got from the company would go here. And then you can put in whatever you want your pretty link to be. So it is sarahmarie.blog/ and then I put in Convertkit. And if you want to write a note to yourself to tell you exactly what it is, you can do that. And then you just copy it to the clipboard there. And that is the affiliate link that you'll share out. And it just makes it easier to remember and share and all of that. So if you're doing affiliate marketing, which you should be, that's the plugin I would recommend for you. Next up, we have AntiSpam Bee. Now, this is a small but essential plugin that prevents spam comments from being posted onto your website. It filters them out already so that you don't have to worry about going through and approving and deleting comments that are spam. I still have comment approval on my site so that every single comment that comes through I have read and approved. This plugin pretty much blocks every single spam comment that you're going to get. Occasionally you'll get one or two slip through, like it won't look like a spam comment to them, but when I read it, I'm like, I don't trust that that's not a spam comment, and I delete it. But compared to the amount of spam comments that I get and that blogs get in general, it is a crazy amount. Plus, this plugin is lightweight and it doesn't slow down your site, which is really important when you have plugins. You don't want things that are going to be slowing down your site. But while we are on the topic of spam and speed, another plugin that you should get is a security plugin. Now, I'm using one called Security Optimizer, which is hosting specific. So if you don't have the host that I have, this plugin is going to do nothing for you. So the one that I recommend that is not hosting specific would be something like WordFence Security. That is one of the most trusted and popular security plugins. It has features like a firewall, malware scanning, login protection, which is a great way to safeguard your site from potential threats. You also want to make sure that your site is super fast. The problem with plugins is if you install too many or you install the wrong ones, they can really slow down your site, which is obviously not something that you want. So I use a plugin called Speed Optimizer, and this one's also hosting specific. So again, if you don't have my host, the plugin's going to be useless for you. So you kind of want to look for a speed plugin that's going to be exactly what your site needs. It's hard to recommend a specific plugin for you if I don't know what your speed optimization issues are. But generally, a site could use something like lazy load images, which basically means the images that are off screen are deferred and they're not loaded until the person scrolls down, because you don't want your entire web page to be loading at once when they're only looking at a very small portion of it. So a lazy load plugin will make it so that once they scroll, then the images will load below, because images are huge for site speed. If you have the wrong sized images, if you have large images, they will significantly slow down your site. So you want something that's going to optimize them, like a lazy load plugin. And Smush is another one that you can use. I don't know if it does a lazy load, but I know that it makes your site images smaller and it like puts them in a WebP format versus JPEG or PNG, because that is easier for a computer to load. But what I would recommend that you do so that you get the right plugins is check out a site called PageSpeed Insights. It's a website that's going to tell you a bunch of technical jargon about your site and the speed issues that you have. What I personally do, since I don't understand half of it, is I will check my site speed and then I'll copy the issues that I see, put them into ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT, how can I fix these? Are there any plugins that I can install that's going to fix them? And then ChatGPT can give you a better answer for like what the best plugins are to install to improve your site speed so that you can fix all of that. I also want to talk about some plugins that you don't absolutely need, but they are really nice to have, and I do still recommend them. The first one is a broken link checker. Now this plugin does exactly what you think it does. It checks for broken links on your site. However, this one does slow down your site, which I found out from using ChatGPT to figure out how to make my site speed faster. They said that this one really bogs down your site since it's constantly checking for broken links. So if you are going through and updating your broken links, or you are updating your blog posts, I would download this, activate it, fix your broken links, and then deactivate it again until you are ready to use it and go through all your links again. You don't need to delete the plugin, luckily. If you just deactivate it, it will stop checking and it will not slow down your site. That way you don't have to keep reinstalling it every time. So just use it, deactivate it, and then when you're ready, reactivate it again. This other one has a really long name and you don't necessarily need this specific one, but a pin it button on your site is something that I would recommend. If you are actively using Pinterest for your traffic, there is a great plugin called the Webalizer Pin It button on Image, Hover, and Post. Long name, I know. I just recommend a plugin that will add some Pinterest functionality. So basically what it does is you put a pin image on your site. When someone hovers over it, the little pin it button will show up like it does when you're on Pinterest going to pin something, so that someone can just click the pin button and they can pin that image right to Pinterest and it links to your blog post. I think this is really great because it makes pinning your content and sharing it out for visitors a lot easier, and it helps increase your Pinterest reach if someone decides to organically share your Pinterest pin from your site. And the next plugin I'm going to recommend, most of you probably won't need, but I want to make sure that those that do need it are going to have it. So every blog needs a cookie notice, the little thing that pops up at the bottom of every website that says accept the cookies. Most themes that you install are going to have that functionality added directly into it, but I just recently downloaded a theme that does not have that functionality in it, and you need it. So I downloaded a plugin that gives me that functionality for the cookie notice and making sure I'm in compliance with everything. So if you go to your site and you automatically see that little cookie notice at the bottom, you do not need this plugin. But if for some reason your theme does not have this option, this is the plugin that you need to make sure that you are in compliance with all the laws and everything like that. So these are the best WordPress plugins for 2025 that's going to help you optimize, secure, and monetize your site. Now, if you want the full list with all the links and everything, I will be linking the blog post down below that has all the links in it so that you don't have to go searching for them and you make sure you install the right ones. And if I missed any essential plugins that you have on your site, let me know what they are down below in the comment section. Make sure to like this video if you like, subscribe to my channel down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.